Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm your host Lord Fenton. This is Neverwinter Nights 2 build video. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Dwarven Guardian build. This is a fighter, weapon master, Dwarven Defender, and Neverwinter 9 build. As always, like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more content like this. Do not forget to hit notification bell so be updated and more. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the advantages right now. So, obviously, you're going to have a whole bunch of hit points, which is really good, especially with the toughness feat. You can use all sorts of weapons and armor, especially those tower shields too. And what else I'm going to say is the feats too. You can have a whole bunch of good weapon feats, a few of the defensive ones too. You have a whole bunch of good abilities from the Weapon Master and the Dwarven Defender. Now, disadvantages is your will saves are the worst. While your fortitude saves are the best, your will saves are going to take a big hit. You better use items to even that out. Now, your feat selection will be very limited, especially at the start of this build. Other than that, this is a good offensive slash defensive tank build. So let's go ahead and start the character creation. Let's go over the 3 dwarves for this build. Now, gold dwarves are alright. Only problem you'll have is the -2 dexterity. So that's the only issue. Now, as for gray dwarves, well, the -4 charisma is not that bad. +2 constitution's good. The level adjustment's +1, so it's going to take a little bit longer than your normal dwarves. It's actually pretty good though. Now, if you don't want to deal with the level adjustment, well, this shield dwarf is good for you. It has +2 constitution. As for we call it charisma -2. So pick which race you want to do. If you want some more challenge, gold dwarfs, and of course the gray dwarfs are your really challenge level there. And if you don't want to deal with any hassle, well, the we call it shield dwarfs are right for you. Now, for classes, let's go ahead and begin on that. Now, as for classes, you're obviously going to be a fighter. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit fighter heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the prestige classes with exactly 3 of them. Now, the first one we're going to do is the Weapon Master. It's going to take a whole bunch of feats. That's why the feat restriction for this build. And you need the skills of 4 Intimidate or more. That's going to be common for this build. Now, next up is the Dwarven Defender. You're going to need to be lawful. As for feats, dodge and toughness, and we're only going to do 1 level for the Neverwinter 9. It's going to be the very last level, unfortunately. Yeah, I had to squeeze some rooms. I tried to put it in the first set and the other set. The best way for this build for the feats was that. So we're going to go ahead and do the fighter. Obviously, you got 3 alignments: lawful good, lawful neutral, or lawful evil. That's it. Otherwise, you cannot be a Dwarven Defender. Now, Deity. This is just purely optional. Now, if you want to role play or something like that, pick the weapon you want to use or your favorite god or goddesses. Yeah, I try to look for that one Dwarven god. Yeah, this gray dwarf found that god. Instead, I couldn't, so I'm going for Tempest. Yeah, eventually I went that route. I was trying to look for one with Dwarven war axe, so this is why I worshipped that god or goddess. Nope, not in this department. Besides, I'll do the next best thing. Yeah, the battle axe god, I'll say. And besides, this god's awesome. Now, your ability score, your main focus is going to be strength. So you're going to be leveling that up like crazy every 4 levels. I'm doing 16 strength, dexterity 14 for some feats. You're going to need 13 at least. Constitution 16, so this way I get a nice hit point boost when I start out. Intelligence to 14. And wisdom to 10 to make it like even ground for that. I left charisma at 6. That's the best I could do. I'm not going to use many charisma skills, maybe intimidate, and that's about it. So definitely we're going to focus on strength when we level up. And now that is done. Now, as for background, it's purely optional. I would probably say it's bully, militia, or veteran are your best bet for this build. You don't like any backgrounds, you can have none at all. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a bully. I felt like that was the best out of the bunch because the fortitude stay and intimidate. And I'm not going to be using diplomacy or buff. If I have other party members from the Storm expansion, they'll use that more than this character. Now, as for skills, I'm going to say this right now. Craft armor and weapons. Those are your 2 main focus for the skills. Then we're going to go ahead and do intimidate. At some point after we get the over the 4 points or so, we're going to go ahead and focus on the other ones. Now, I'll probably say optional for intimidates 4. That's it. But that's going to be my talking skill. So this character's going to be intimidating for quite a while. Now, for the last set, I decided to do Tumble. I'm focusing that to 10. That's it for 1 extra AC. And then do Spellcraft to 10 for this build. Yeah, unlike Neverwinter Nights 1, it's every 10 points, not 5, in order to get something from it. So let's go ahead and talk about the feats next. Now, I usually would pick Luck of the Heroes for the second feat. I can't do that at all. This is very strict. The first feat I'm going to go ahead and definitely pick is the Weapon Focus. I'm going traditional, Dwarven War Axe. Yeah, even though it's 20 to roll a critical hit, eventually I'll be able to lower it. It's 3x, so that's the good news. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the Weapon Master feats, and the first one's going to be Dodge. Now, the Weapon Focus, I get bonus damage with my chosen weapon. While I dodge, I get a +1 dodge bonus to AC against attacks from foes or the last attacker. Now, my final advice is, while I'm naming this Dwarf Bob, is very simple. Pick which dwarf you want to do. If you want to do the level adjustment like the Grey Dwarfs, go ahead and do so. Other than that, you're going to really enjoy this build if you like being a frontline fighter. So I'm going to go right now as start the next part of the video, which is leveling up. Now, our first stage for the fire levels is, besides getting some fighter feats we definitely need, is to rush to get those feats to the not only the Weapon Master and also toughness for the Dwarven Defender too. We already got dodge, so that's out of the way for Dwarven Defender and also the Weapon Master to a degree. It is now time to level this up. Now we're going to go ahead and pick fire level 2. Yeah, we're going to select that right now. Hit next. Craft armor, craft weapons, intimidate's already at 4, so if you don't want to put any points in, that's fine, but we need a talking skill. We can't do anything in a tumble, we'll have to leave that alone. So the next feat is mobility. This will give you a nice AC bonus, or I should say +4 dodge bonus, which is very good. And besides, it is required for spring attack. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of feats you have to get in order to become a weapon master. Yeah, it sucks, but you know what? It's a very good prestige class. So now we're going to go ahead and level up once again. This time we fighter level 3. Yeah, almost hit the monk. Craft armor, craft weapons. Yeah, you're going to definitely need that. Intimidate. That's optional now at this point. And tumble. Yeah, we're going to get tumble to 10. Then we'll shift our gears to spellcraft to 10 at some point in the video. And we'll go ahead and do that. Our next stop will be spring attack, or better yet, combat expertise. Let's get that out of the way. Now, combat expertise does, when this activates, you get a 3+ bonus to AC. However, you get penalties to attack. This is a very nice defensive feat. And if you're facing a whole bunch of foes at some certain point, pop this up, baby. Get yourself surrounded and have a good time defending your party members, or just holding the line, I should say. Now, we're going to go ahead and level up once again. This time, we'll definitely do fighter. And now at this point we're at level 4, so every 4 levels you gain an ability point. We're going to go ahead and do strength, everyone, all the way strength. This build will be at least 24 strength natural. So we're going to go ahead and do craft armor, craft weapons, intimidate, and we'll store the point. Now next up on the list is weapon specialization. I picked Dwarven Axe because the 1 through 10 damage, and plus the 3x crit rate too. And besides, it's traditional for a dwarf to have an axe at some point. You can also do battle axe too, is nice. My advice is for this build is definitely go one-handed and a shield, which is the best bet. And we picked that. And besides weapon specialization, you get bonus in attack too. Forgot to mention that. Now, same skills: craft weapons, craft armor, intimidate, and tumble. Unfortunately, no feats. It's one of the rare occasions for a fighter. So let's keep on going. We're going to go ahead and do fighter. And we're going to do craft armor, craft weapons, intimidate, and no tumble. We'll start a point. And there's we're going to definitely go ahead and pick 2 feats at this point. Spring attack. This you do not get attacks of opportunity no more when you move around. This is very good. Sometimes we need to position ourselves at a certain spot or go towards some foes. This way we just hold the line. And then the other one I felt it was great is power critical on our weapon. So we get a nice +4 attack bonus now, which is very good. I mean, this is really great to have. So these are the 2 we're going to go ahead and keep. And we're 1 feat away from a weapon master. And yeah, see, we just got some adage in it. So we're going to go ahead and keep our leveling up our fighter at this point. Craft armor, craft weapons, and at some point you're going to start to look for materials in the original campaign, for instance. And no feats, I'm very sorry about that. And we'll just keep on going. This time, fighter level 8, everyone. And we're going to hit next, and we're going to do strength. So we're at 18 strength already, so things are looking up. Now, usual skills, craft armor, craft weapons, intimidate, and start a point. Yeah. And now we're going to go ahead and pick one last one for the Weapon Master unlocking. It is called Whirlwind Attack. So when you pop this, what happens is your next attack will be like a normal attack, but it'll be around enemies that are 5 feet within you. So if they're 5 feet and under, they get to take damage. They could get critical hit too, so that's a good thing, unless they're immune to critical hits. So we're going to go ahead and level up the fighter for one last time before we switch to the Weapon Master and the Dwarven Defender den. So we're going to go ahead and pick fighter, craft armor, craft weapons, intimidate, and of course tumble. Now tumble's at 6. And we're going to go ahead and look for toughness. This way we'll unlock the Dwarven Defender. And now we'll get some more hit points because of it. Now that we're done at this point, I decided to do the Weapon Master first in order to get some nice DPS damage in, or to say melee combat damage, before working on the defensive end. So we got all the feats, we got Intimidate to 4, and our base attack is already up there. And after Weapon Master will be the Dwarven Defender, and let's go ahead and do the Weapon Master. And we're going to go ahead and start storing points for craft armor. We'll be able to max out later. So craft weapons, Intimidate, and tumble we can't do. So what happens is when you pick the weapon of choice, that means you'll be able to allow with the weapon that you have for your weapon focus feat in order to do some Weapon Master abilities you get to use. Now, Kai damage once per day per Weapon Master level you get to do is maximum damage. So if you're Weapon Master 7, you get 7 times to do this per day. Now, if it's more than one weapon focus feat, you pick one. So let's keep on going with the Weapon Master. Craft armor, intimidate, and let's see what else. And where is it at? Okay, tumble, and store the rest for now. And that's it there. No feats, I'm very sorry. You get a little bit less feats in a Weapon Master than the fighter. So let's keep on going with the Weapon Master. We're going to go ahead and put strength to there. So that's the next stop. Craft weapons, intimidate. Intimidate's optional. And tumble. Well, we can't do tumble. So we'll store the points definitely. So now we're going to go ahead and start collecting some of these weapon feats. At this point, we're catching up. So we're doing a greater weapon focus. So we get a +1 additional to hit bonus for weapon of choice. And with our Weapon Master, that is great at this point, everyone. So we're building up our little bit of our DPS damage with our chosen weapon. In my case, yeah, that's right, everyone. Dwarven War Axe. The Scimitar is very good. Long swords are good too. So let's level up. Craft weapons, intimidate, and tumble. We'll hit that. Hit the OK button, or I should say next. Sorry, no feats here. It tends to happen with this prestige class. So you get other goodies. I mean, come on. Let's keep on going with the Weapon Master, craft weapons, intimidate, and of course tumble. Oh, we can't do it, so we can't go on. So what we're going to do is pick Spellcraft. We're going to go ahead and start that at least. And we get Improved Multiplier and Superior Weapon Focus. So let's go down there in our class tab. Yeah, I should just blink the other ones out, but oh well. Now, first of all, Superior Weapon Focus, we get a +1 bonus to all attacks. With our weapon of choice, it stacks with the others, so we get to do more damage. So our Dwarven War Axe could do a little more damage. Now, multiplier, so instead of critical hit with a Dwarven War Axe, that's 3x, is now 4x. It reflects the character screen there. Now, if you examine a normal Dwarven War Axe, it'll be 3x on our screen. However, we're going to be able to do 4x when we do a critical hit. This is a very good thing. Let's keep on going. So, usual skills. We'll do craft weapon, intimidate, and let's see what else, and tumble. We got one more shot at tumble, and that's it. So we're going to keep on going, and let me go ahead and see where it's at. Dwarven War Axe, improved critical. So what it does now is instead of, for example, rolling a 20, we get to roll some better numbers. So this is very good, though. You add this with Keen, you get these some nice critical hits. There's a certain weapon out there that drops that down to, I believe, 12 to 15 on the roll for the lowest. See, it won't tell you here, but however, our Dwarven War Axe will now, in order to score critical hits, 19 through 20 without Keen. That's pretty decent. So we're going to keep on going with the Weapon Master. It's going to be the last time anyway. So it's craft weapons, intimidate, of course, at this point is optional. And we're going to go ahead and put a point in Spellcraft. Now, at this point, we stopped at the Weapon Master because there's no more useful feats unless you want more Kai damage, so we don't want that. Now we're going to go ahead and focus on the Dwarven Defender. We're going through all 10 levels. Now we're going to go ahead and catch up on craft armor, so we're going to put most of the points there. Next level, we'll be able to catch up totally on the craft weapons and armor, so let me go ahead and go over the 2 feats real quick we just gained. Now, defensive stance, anytime we pop this, we get some, let's see here, +2 strength. I believe we get +2 constitution and some other bonuses like, for example, save throws and +4 dodge to AC. Now, what happens is every 2 levels you get to do this more often than not. Now, when you move out of the way, you lose all those bonuses, so you have to stay still. Now, improved defense gives us +1 to AC dodge, which is nice. So let's keep on going with the Dwarven Defender. Craft weapons and armor, and we're going to go ahead and store the points. Don't worry, we'll be able to catch up on the other 2 feats, the cross-class ones. So now next up, we're going to go ahead and pick some more feats. So let me go down the list. It should be here somewhere. And we're going to go ahead and work on our cleave parts. So we're going to do power attack first. This is a gateway to other feats, including cleave to great cleave. I want this so this way, if we're surrounded, we kill a foe, and then we kill another foe. Eventually, we keep on going. But for now, we just got power attack. It's a gateway feat, I call it. And this one here, uncanny dodge. It does is it's just like the rogue one. And if it says we get AC bonus, so that's good. We'll keep on going. So let's keep on leveling it up. Craft weapons, craft armor, and then we got some points. So we're going to go down and do, let's see here, tumble. So that's it for tumble. We're going to stop at 10 exactly. Sorry, no feats for this. So let's keep on going with our Dwarven Defender. So right now we're going through most of the original campaign. We're going to go ahead and pick Strength 21, and we're going to just go ahead and pick the skills I'm going to select, which is craft weapons and armor, and we'll just leave those there. And I'm going to go ahead and show you something else too. Now, this does stack, so we get another +1 bonus to dodge for AC. That's good, though, I say. And we get trap sense, too. So if we want to detect traps, that's fine. However, I prefer that for a rogue. So now let's get into the Epic Dwarven Defender next. Now, welcome to the Epic levels. So we're still going to go ahead and do Dwarven Defender straight on until we can't anymore. So craft weapons, craft armor. Hit the next button, and we're going to go ahead and do cleave. So cleave does is when you kill a foe, you get a chance to attack another foe, and if they die or not, then you stop. So let's go ahead and do next on that department. Now we're epic characters. So from here on out, we're doing the expansion sequel called The Mask of the Betrayer, if you're going that path. Same thing for skills for the Dwarven Defenders, craft weapons and armor, spellcraft to 3. Yeah, we're going to just be careful on that. And now we get some damage reduction, which is good. So let me see what else I could find, and I'll tell you. Dwarven Defender damage reduction. So we get 3 points of damage when we get to shrug off. In other words, we won't take damage at all. This keeps on going until Dwarven Defender 10. So this is a pretty nice feat. And other than that, let's see what else. I think that is it. Let's keep on leveling up. Dwarven Defender, obviously. Craft armor, craft weapons, and I'm going to go ahead and put that point in spellcraft. And now we get a chance at another feat. We're going to go ahead and do Great Cleave. It's like a kill streak, everyone. So let me go ahead and explain. So anytime when you when you kill a foe, your cleave goes to the next attack, and that's it. Great Cleave. You kill one foe, and then you kill the second foe again. You keep on going until you cannot kill any more foes. We also get improved defense 3, so that's another 1+ dodge bonus to AC. And it stacks on that one. So that's good. So let's keep on leveling up our Dwarven Defender. And we're doing a strength. So let's keep on pumping that up. Craft armor, craft weapons. And let's see what else. Spellcraft to 5. And we got trap sense +2. That's pretty decent if you want to do that department. So let's level up once again. And let me see. Dwarven Defender, obviously. Craft armor, craft weapons. And let's go ahead and put a point into spellcraft. Unfortunately, you can't really store skill points in Neverwinter Nights 2. And let's go ahead and pick Epic Weapon Focus. We're going to get like a +4 bonus to all attacks with our chosen weapon. At this point, it is really good. So we're starting to add a little bit more DPS, everyone. So let's keep on going for our Dwarven Defender. Craft armor, craft weapons, and let's go ahead and put a point in spellcraft. And there, improved defense 4, we get a +1 bonus to AC dot because of the dodge bonus, and it stacks. And that's it for the Dwarven Defender part. Now it's time to go ahead and go level back on the fighter. So we're going to get to fire level 12 by the time this part's over. Craft weapon, craft armor, put intimidate to 24. Usually that's optional. If not, do something else. I'm going to do spellcraft. That'll be at 8. Hit next. And now we're going to go ahead and start selecting some epic feats. We're going to do epic prowess. This way we get a +1 bonus to all attacks, everyone. Pretty good, I say. So hit next. And after that, we're going to epic feats again. We're going to go ahead and do great strength +1. I like to now to end a what do you call your ability score even. You want those even, so this way you get the actual bonus from it. So we'll keep on leveling up the fire routes. So let's keep on doing it. Strength to 24. And yours might vary. You might have more strength, you might have less strength. So let's go ahead and do craft armor, craft weapons, intimidate. If I can, or no, I'm not going to do intimidate. We're going to do spellcraft, and that's about it. We're going to keep on leveling up our fighter, and we're going to do that right now. Hit the next button. Craft weapons, craft armor. This will be the very last time for the fighter, by the way. And of course, spellcraft, and that's about it for that department. Next, and we're going to do is greater weapon specialization. What that does is give you a plus bonus to all damage rolls, which is very good for the weapon of our choice. And I was about to do overwhelming criticals. However, enemies who are immune to critical hits, this will be a useless feat. There's no more devastating crit anyway, so I'm going to do is epic weapon specialization. Gives us a +6 to all damage with the selected weapon. So that's very good, I say. It replaces the other weapon specialization, and that's it. So let's go ahead and do the epic Neverwinter 9 for 1 level. I'm going after the first level feat for it, so at this point maxed out craft armor, craft weapons, and put some 4 points into intimidate. Yeah, that's your talking skill. And hit next. Unfortunately, only thing we got is protective aurora. What that does is it gives you and your party members some save throws, which is pretty decent. And that is it for the Dwarven Guardian build, at least the leveling part. So next part of the video will be actually equipment advice. Now let's go ahead and talk about gear advice. Before we talk about that, in Neverwinter Nights 2, gear works a little bit different. So for example, you have a +8 strength belt and a +2 strength ring. You're thinking you're getting +10 strength. No, you only get +8. You get the highest stat there is. So you definitely need to be careful on that. Look for items that are strength, dexterity, and constitution. Manage wisely. As for save throws, I'll probably say reflex and will saves are good. If you get 4-2, that's nice. Immunity items are great if you could definitely find them. As for what you call it, resistant items, spell resistance or anything like that, go for it too. Get the heaviest armor since you're what you call it, wearing full plate. That's good. +5 that. Weight reduction, that is well too. Improve evasion on it is very nice. You could do that. Get yourself a nice tower shield too. Same thing if you can. As for weapons, put some bonus damage to it. +5 it. Haste and keen it. True seeing it is very nice. Alchemy silver is great. So you +5 that. You're golden. Get potions too. That'll help out, including ones that'll restore certain statuses. Healing kits is alright. Other than that, that is it for gear advice. Let's go ahead and do the combat portion of the video. Now we're at the combat portion of the video. This one's a little different than my Neverwinter Night one because, yeah, it's no more 3 there. Instead, it's a whole bunch of enemies I'm going to be testing out. Huge difference. Still, we're going to go ahead and do the first part. Weapons we're facing foes we could critical hit against. Now, Dwarven Defender has some of the good offensive moves, like, for example, the feats I have chosen, like Epic Weapon Specialization and more. So with that, we could do a whole bunch of damage. Now, I did have cleave, so I could keep on going, keep on doing critical hits too. And I'm going to try to demonstrate right now is what we call it Kai damage. So let me go ahead and select that and hit that there. And now I'll be able to do max damage. At one point, I was over 100, which is good. So yeah, this is great against foes you can critical hit against. And if I would have chose overwhelming critical hits instead of the epic weapon specialization, that would have kicked in very nicely. I would have did a little bit more damage. So that is it for now for foes I could definitely critical hit against. And now there's foes I'm going to show you next that I cannot critical hit against. That's why I chose the epic weapon specialization over the overwhelming crits, unfortunately. Yeah, that got a little bit nerfed though in this one. So let's go ahead and right now select the undead party, since they are definitely immune to critical hits, same as before. You're the first one to go in. You're take care of business tanking. And I did combat expertise to raise up my AC, then the protective aurora, so this way I could have some nice save throws. Now I popped the defense stance, and because of that I have high strength and constitution as long as I stay still. I may go ahead and pop that whirlwind right now. And oh wow, I took some few foes out. So as soon as I move, I lost the strength and of course the constitution and other bonuses from that defensive stance. It's very good to have though against undead. So I'm doing we call it Kai damage, which means I do max damage. So I'm going to try to take out this lich. Now, while I'm distracting foes, my spellcasters should be doing so. Start stripping up defenses. So this way, when I meet them, I can take them out much faster. And even though there's no critical hits on these foes, I can still do well in battle. That's about it for the combat demonstration. My final advice is simple. Any of the 3 dwarves are fine. If you're doing the gray dwarf, expect to level up a little bit slower than the other dwarves. Other than that, pick your gear wisely, craft some nice weapons and armor, since the crafting system in this game is great. Other than that, you'll start slightly weak, you'll keep on going up, up, up. Well, everyone, this is it for my Neverwinter Nights 2 Dwarven Defender Guardian build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you like what you see, then check out my suggestions on the upper left hand corner, or YouTube suggestions on my video on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night, and please stay safe. Also, enjoy the view.